Hello and welcome. In this session, we are joined by Marvelous from Skylions Studios. And he's going to be answering some of the burning questions that you may have when it comes to starting out a YouTube channel in Zimbabwe. And what we're hoping to achieve in this session is that you get to learn from his wisdom, how he got started and to where he is now. Marvelous, I would love to welcome you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being on the show.
Amazing. So, could you please tell us about Skylions Studios, a little bit of a background about it and why it exists?
A little bit of a background. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Skylions Studios started off as what you wouldn't expect. Because if you look at the work that we're doing right now, it's really digressed from the initial goal that we wanted to achieve. So, as a filmmaker, an aspiring filmmaker, when I started out, I wanted to be a sci-fi filmmaker. So I started off as a 3D animator, a visual effects compositor, and also as a 3D blend artist. So I had all the skills that I needed to be in place for me to shoot the first Marvelous film in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
And it was called Project Black Ark. So as a person who really likes to interact with people, I had a chance to talk to a lot of big names in the film industry. So the reason was I didn't have any capital to begin with. Okay. So that's one of the hardest things in Zimbabwe, to start from a point where you don't have any capital. So now that I didn't have any capital, I obviously wanted to ally myself with bigger names in the industry, such that I can get access to gear, I can get access to actors, I can get access to contact lists, I can get access to communities. But then the plan failed this month.
Okay.
So I had the script, I had everything, I had the skills, I'd also gathered a team of seasoned producers, seasoned actors, the likes of I'm now forgetting the names that I started with, but we had Kesho Masendu, then we had there's this other seasoned actor, is it Charles Mzemba? Okay, I'm forgetting the name, but those were the people that we really started with, and we wanted to shoot sci-fi films. That's why Skylions Studios existed in the first place. But now we are, after really getting to see how the economy is struggling, how the industry is struggling in terms of even just simple relationships, even just getting simple collaborations from other big players. After seeing that, I became more of an independent person, where I said, okay, if I cannot pull this off with other people, then why not get the funds for myself? So that's why I started learning really different skills up until a point where I am now doing what I'm doing. And that is inspired as well the vision of Skylions Studios to foster a knowledge sharing and a skills transfer, because from a point where I was coming from, I didn't know anything. So now I want seasoned people like you to teach my audience now, to give my audience all those years of experience that you had. Because when I was still getting up, I didn't have any, and I'm still not even there yet.
Okay. Yeah, I do get you. So now, looking at the way to start, in my understanding is that life has got a beginning stage, and it's got some levels and visions and milestones. We get to a point where we need to start by this and do this and do this and do that and do that. But anyway, it is what it is. The good thing is that you have adjusted to suit the conditions of what's happening. But at the same time, the vision still goes on. I'm sure the initial thing will still go on. So starting off, when you were thinking of a platform to share your story, you are sitting on 45,000 subscribers now, yes?
It's now 42 point.
Okay, 42,000 subscribers, which is a very good amount of subscribers. Why did you use YouTube in Zimbabwe as your platform to showcase your project as compared to other different platforms?
As compared to other different platforms?
Yes.
Okay, so there's this statement. It can be crazy and outrageous. If I'm going to list any 3 or 4 social media platforms, I'll start with YouTube.
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
Then I would go to LinkedIn.
Yes.
The rest are just noise. Why?
We need to know why. Explain
So the why part is when people are going to YouTube,
yes,
they are turning to an internet university, the University of Internet.
Okay.
So with YouTube, it's a knowledge sharing platform rather than a platform where you just go there to
get entertainment.
To get entertainment.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So with YouTube now, most YouTube creators, they're providing value more than entertainment.
So, okay, let me pause you there. Are you saying entertainment is not value?
I'm not saying entertainment is not value.
Yes, correct me if I hear you well.
What I'm saying is, when I need to learn something,
okay,
I go to YouTube.
Okay.
And now the reason why we want to share knowledge is people like it anyway.
Okay.
The youth doesn't know how to make money anyway. People want to know how to start tech shops anyway.
Okay.
So now YouTube being positioned as the best learning platform.
That's what you went with.
YouTube is aligned to the vision that you
have. Okay, I get it. Now, I've been on your YouTube and I've realized that you invite a lot of guests.
A lot.
And I'm imagining myself, you are the guest, which is pretty amazing. Now, what's your selection criteria in terms of inviting people? I've seen quite a big names actually in Zimbabwe that you interviewed and they were sharing amazing nuggets. What's your criteria in terms of selecting those people? Do you have to, how do you do it?
Okay. There's a part where I'm a philanthropist.
Okay.
Then there's a part where I am really looking ahead.
Yes.
So there's a part where I can say, okay, I cannot be selfish and really be getting only the influential individuals on my platform. I should also give other individuals a chance.
Yes.
Because with most of these influential individuals, anyway, they are also giving us a chance. They are also giving us their time. So it's more like they are donating their time to us.
Yes.
Because there's no way I would really say I can afford to pay Dr. Nigel Chanakira to be on my show. No way.
Okay.
There's no way I would afford to pay any other big name that I'm going to invite next. No way. No way. And there's no way I was going to pay. So you're giving me your time.
Yeah.
I have to also give back. So that's my selection criteria. I can be looking ahead and say, okay, this is a strategic relationship.
Yes.
This is if I get to talk to these influential people, I'm going to borrow their influence.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, I'm about to write a book titled Borrowed Influence.
Amazing. Amazing. So there's a topic that I've learned which is called traffic exchange. Traffic exchange is where you do those kind of collaborations and things like that. So you being a YouTuber in Zimbabwe, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now?
Yes.
5 years.
Of course, the book will be there. I guess, what can we expect in the next 5 years?
All right. We are a media production company.
Yes.
A big name in the industry. With a platform where a lot of viewers are coming in, then a lot of content creators are monetizing their content. So there's an idea that has been pestering me, which is more like the Netflix of Zimbabwe.
Oh yeah.
What would it take for us to create our own box office here? For content creators to monetize their content. So by grace or by delusion, I believe we'll get there.
Amazing. So I would love to believe that, I'm interviewing a lot of YouTubers in Zimbabwe. And one of the important questions that I'm asking almost everyone is, at which point did you face a challenge? Tell us a story on when you faced a challenge and then you felt like, you know what? Game over. This is done. I'm not coming back again. This chapter is closed.
Right.
And then you had to pick yourself up again. And then you went on. Tell us about that one challenge.
About that one challenge. All right. So when I was starting, I wanted to be a stunt actor, a martial artist, fight scene choreographer.
Oh yeah? What do they do? That term is more like now you are trying to tease me or something. So can you explain in simple terms?
All right. So a fight scene choreographer plans the fight scenes.
Okay.
So there are so many Zim films where you have those creepy fight scenes where it's like he's eating a pillow, he's eating a pillow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to be that fight scene choreographer who's gonna bring in the real action, where you cannot tell the difference between the actual action
And the real action. Yes.
Right. So that's where I was coming from. So I started off with a lot of martial arts content.
Okay.
Then that's what got me to over 30,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And at that point now, that was the point where I think we were in the COVID era and my mom was really sick.
Okay.
And the big idea for pushing YouTube was, okay, if I can make money online, I can pay for the medical bills.
Okay.
It was hope, it was delusion.
Yes. I understand.
Now, I was really making it in shorts, but my long form content wasn't really working.
Okay.
So there was no hope for AdSense with the 4,000 watch hours. That was the criteria back then. Then some rumor came up, 10 million short views, 10 million short views.
Oh yeah. I remember.
So
that.
my short views were growing. So when I first checked, they were at 5 million. Then they were growing. So there was a point where I reached the 10 million short views in the last 95 days. And after I'd reached in the last 95 days, that's when YouTube announced that you can monetize now with 10 million short views within the last 90 days.
Oh, I see.
So I missed monetization with
I see.
just 5 days.
Oh, wow.
So now, from that point, I didn't even know any other way I could make money with YouTube. So it was like, okay, so this is now a sunken ship.
Oh, yeah.
The boat is now, so I have to give up control. So I wanted to sell the channel.
Oh, okay.
So there is Mr. Owen Chirikure who really advised me later and said, okay, I could buy your channel, I could give you an offer. And even offer more than, because people were coming in and saying, okay, your channel is really doing well, we can give you 1.5, 3.5. And I was like, okay, Mr. Chirikure can give me more. He can give me studio equipment so that I can start my films with Skylions Studios anyway.
Yes.
But then he said, okay, I could take your channel from you and I really admire it, but I would have done something really, really bad for you in the future. So keep it, you thank me later. And now I'm thanking him later.
Amazing.
So that was
really
the
biggest
challenging
challenge.
point.
Okay. So to someone who is wanting to get started with YouTube in Zimbabwe and they are on the fence, there's quite a lot of people out there that are on the fence saying that we want to start YouTube. And they are looking at the people that are creating content, but they can't make that first move. What would be your advice to those people?
My first advice,
Yes.
if you want to start a YouTube channel in 2026, just start.
Yes.
Right here, right now, record a video, strike a pose, shoot, then upload, see what happens. So with YouTube, have you ever seen a video with 0 views, which has been a week old?
No. So someone is there to see.
Never.
Yeah.
You can see a video which has 3 views, 4 views, 5 views, 20 views, struggling, but the views are there.
The views are there.
What does it mean?
There are people watching.
There are people watching.
Yes.
So now, if there are people watching, that means you're getting data, you're getting feedback. So I always tell people that if you want to start something, there is what we call analysis paralysis, where if you want to learn everything before you start, there's so many things to learn anyway. you will never start because you never exhaust it. So what you do is start first, but you're starting from an informed point of view,
Yes.
right? You start from an informed point of view. Then after you start, when those 3 views start coming in, you're now getting data, you're now getting feedback. Okay, Dara, camera yenyu ngesiri unyazoita. This angle is
sound was not well.
Sound is
Fix
not
the
well.
sound, yes.
Pane kamwe ndakaruchema background.
Yeah,
You're
of
now
course.
learning.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course.
kana ndakuita video rangu. Ndofana kutaimira pamba pese pasina munhu.
Yes.
Then I record in silence. You avoid noise. You are now learning even the production. You are now learning everything. So you start, you learn. But how do you learn? You get the data.
Yes.
Without data, you don't learn. So you learn with the data that you're acquiring because you have started. Then after you learn, you start seeing what's working and what's not. After you see what's working and what's not, that's when you can really start again. More informed now. You know what's working. You're now doing what's working. Then you're discarding what's not working.
So looking at a business perspective, right? So there is the content creator, someone who's creating the content and hoping to make money from the content.
From the content.
Yeah. And then there is the business aspect. I love entrepreneurship. I love things to do with money. So now, what's your advice or what's the uptake rate in Zimbabwe business owners leveraging YouTube for their business growth?
Okay.
That could be a business getting on YouTube, marketing their products, or them collaborating with YouTubers like you. So the question is, what's their uptake right now and what's your comment on that?
Okay, so the situation right now is there are so many personal brands that are emerging.
Okay.
But let's take, for example, Marvelous is already a legal entity.
Yes.
Registered by reason of birth.
Yes.
So if I create maybe a personal brand, Marvelous Chaparadza, then also I have to register it as a legal entity.
Yes.
As a company. I think it doesn't really make any sense. But what makes sense is if you step away from yourself being the business and making the platform a tool for your business, that's where business begins. For example, you can have a marketing and sales funnel, which is coming from YouTube, just like you were saying in our earlier conversation. So now maybe you are providing value first, value upfront. You're maybe giving the Coda online tutorials.
Yes.
After that, you're selling something.
Yeah, of course. Definitely.
So that is
the angle.
A marketing funnel.
Yeah.
So the marketing funnel may give you leads, and from the leads, you are going to make conversions. That's what works for you, right?
Yes.
Then there is influencer marketing. Okay,
yes.
Maybe I am a media influencer. So I have the community who trust me to a point where if I even recommend just a product, for example, they are going to trust my point of view. So maybe I'm doing reviews for products, or maybe I'm coming to your company and saying, okay, Kuda Online is doing coaching for YouTubers. So how does he do it? What's different from all the other YouTube get-togethers that are being hosted? What's different, right? Yeah. So maybe because now I have a huge network of entrepreneurs that I interview, that I'm in contact with, I can say, okay, I can start an affiliate marketing network.
Okay.
Or a B2B marketing network where it's, we are a consultant where we just say, okay, if you want to talk to people in this industry, let's say mining, for example, we are in relationship with maybe Zimbabwe National Geospatial and Space Agency, because maybe we've worked well with them. So if you want mining services, be it surveying and all that, you can reach them. You can reach out to them. So if we create that platform where we are creating marketing and sales funnels, where we are creating B2B networks, where we are creating these relationships, or where we are creating affiliate marketing platforms, then business begins.
Then business begins. That's pretty Amazing. So, looking at the job perspective, in the sense that what sort of opportunities that people can create from YouTube in terms of employment?
In terms of employment?
Yes.
Okay. If I would want to be cocky, I would say I have a lot of companies that I can just submit my CV to and get a job.
Because of YouTube. How?
Because of YouTube. How? The how part is now, if I would be fair, I would say I'm already doing it.
Okay.
But I'm not getting a job per se. I'm getting contracts.
Contracts.
Right.
Okay.
So, because we have a relationship, the Kuda Online and Marvelous relationship, I can easily come to you and say, okay, Kuda, if you're selling maybe a coaching program, for example, maybe I'm on a sales call and say, okay, Kuda, from your sales funnel, you're getting over 1 million views, right? Then you say, okay, it's fair. Okay, so from 1 million views, how many messaging you? Maybe you say 50, 500. Okay, that's cool. From 50 or 500, how many are buying?
Oh yeah, that's a very good question.
0.
Yeah.
5, 10. The numbers start dwindling. So that's why we call it a funnel. What's the problem? The problem now is selling rather than marketing. Rather than the sales.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
So if I am an influence in maybe selling, I can come to you and say, okay, we can, here is how I help my clients sell better, for example. Or here is how I help my clients fix this problem. Right? Now, what am I creating? I'm creating a contract.
A contract, yes.
A job.
Yes. Okay. So, you know what? You've explained a lot of nuggets that I believe that our audience has actually learned a lot. So I'm going to ask you 2 last questions, maybe that you can just wrap up and answer them in one answer. So the first question is, if you have to give advice, or if there's any question that I did not ask you, you want to share with our audience, that's the first one. What would that be? And then number 2, how can people get in touch with Skylions Studios so that they can get to learn more and ask you more questions?
All right, advice. My advice is simple. Your greatest superpower is being delusional. If you're being delusional, you're believing to a certain extent where odds by fact of being in a very tough financial situation or being in a very ignorance-based situation do not define where you are going. They only define where you are starting, not where you're going. So if you want to start something, be bold enough to believe you can do it and just start.
Amazing. Amazing. So the follow-up question is, how can people learn more about Skylions Studios and how can they get in touch with you?
With Skylions Studios, we are on a limited number of platforms now. There is a website which will be online soon, maybe in the following next days, which is www.skylionsstudios.com. Then you can find more about us on YouTube, which is just Skylions Studios. On LinkedIn is Skylions Studios. And on other platforms as well, we maintain the name Skylions Studios. If you search, you find our content. If you search, you find our learning resources.
Amazing. So that was Marvelous from Skylions Studios. Skylions Studios. He has been sharing some amazing nuggets about his journey as a YouTuber in Zimbabwe. And I want to thank you so much for joining us on this session. And bye for now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.